So tonight, the piece I'm going to share is about holding on to things for far too long, about holding on to things that you should have let go of a long time ago, and about how sometimes our subconscious can be really unfair. Some mornings I wake up and have a hard time swallowing. Last night you came back to me, and there was no pregnant pause, no unanswered questions lingering in the air between us. It was as if you and I had never untangled fingers, and things just flowed naturally. Because when you've loved someone once, you can love them again. It's like getting back on a bike. And so we took the training wheels off and headed for the biggest hill, bought a tiny flat in New York, or it could have been California. My dreams had never been very particular about geography. But in the summer times, we took our mattress up to the rooftop. And with the fresh air around us and the city below us, we had found someone to enjoy the silence with. And with the stars hanging above our heads like shining mobiles, we had found home. Because even in my dreams, it's not about the words you say or the things you do. It's simply the fact that you're there, day after day. I never thought someone to lie beside would be asking for such a favor. But it's 7 a.m., and there's a catch in my throat, and early morning light reminds me that the last time I got on a bike, I ended up with bloody elbows and skin palms. I wish you would stop making these reappearances, because I cannot handle what seeing your face in the evening does to me upon waking. I've even gotten down on these knees, prayed for some sort of relief, cried out to God for a solution to a problem I fear I may be creating. Because your hold on me is like fire. And I'd like to say that for months now I've been throwing buckets of water, but what if I'm just fanning the flame? Something strange happens when you cry laying face up. I can't quite explain it, but like most things, I know what it feels like. It feels like eating alone on Sunday nights and sobbing in the shower and listening to the same song over and over, even though I know the notes will never change and this melody still sounds the same even after 2 years. It feels like slipping further and further into the background of your life while you push further and further into the forefront of my mind. I'm knee-deep in a Pacific Ocean of memories, snapshots all around me, and your face is in every frame. And I fear that if I hold on too tight to this photograph already fading, I might just forget to swim. And every feeling I swore I forgot comes crashing back to me like waves on a shore. And some nights the tide is so high that I feel as if I'm being swallowed alive, and that 7 a.m. catch in my throat is the sound of me drowning, because trying to forget you is like trying to convince my left hand it will do just fine without my right. Like trying to pinpoint the sun in the dead of night. I can't quite explain it, but I know what it feels like. It feels like writing poem after poem to you, letters I will never send, words simply floating into space, because even if I did buy the stamp, you would never open the envelope, so why do I still find myself on post office steps, fumbling for change in these pockets? For too many years now, I longed to be tethered to your soul, because you were my someone to grow old with, and we both know I've never been very good at being young. But you cut the cord long ago, and now I'm standing on the shoreline, holding on to a fraying rope, knowing you're gone, but still waving goodbye. I can't quite explain it, but I know what it feels like. It feels like standing on this shore, wondering what to do with all of these years left to go, because the last time I checked, I was only 22. This body has years left of vibrant living to do, a million times the memories to make that have already been made. So I clear the catch in my throat, lift this head off the pillow, place these well-worn feet on the ground. I drink in the early morning light and remind myself that I have decades before I will be growing old with someone who is not you. Thank you.